Hello guys, my name is Ogbuejirogene. Welcome to this tutorial series. What I'll be showing you today is how to design a custom input feeds or a custom registration page. What are we talking about here? A custom registration page is more or less like a page where people register to send inputs or their details to a database, either for a user registration system like Facebook and the rest. Like in our Facebook, you have your registration page, which I want to show you right now. Hello, like for instance, what we have on the screen right now is a basic registration page and a sign-in page. What you have here is the registration session. This page is a custom page though, but what we'll be doing today is learn how to create our own a custom registration page in which we can feed in whatever input feed we want. It all depends on what you are designing or what you want from your users anyway. So right now, let's just navigate back to Dreamweaver. So right away, let's proceed. This is our open document here called phptutor.php. This is our design view, and right now let's just go to the code view and do some justice to this page. First and foremost, let's just name it and call it custom registration page, or let's say a CSS custom registration page. Save that. Title has been attached to it. So here in our body, let's just open a div tag here. Give it an ID of reg. ID, give it reg, close this div tag. Right now let's expand this div tag so we can add some content to it. So if we say just write anything on the screen and go back to design view, here we go. This is the div tag we just assigned with an ID of reg, and these are the contents we just added. So we can erase them from here and decide to add something of our choice. But first and foremost, let's just tie this div tag first. So for our closing head tag, let's open our CSS there, style, close this up. There we go. So let's just style this div tag first. Remember, if we are to style a div ID or style any ID, we start with our pound or hash sign, and then with the div ID we just give it reg. So let's open that up. Let's give it a width of 80%. Say 80%. And height, the height should be auto. Then background should be this color. Then let's give it a font size of 18 pixel and font family. There we go. Let's close this up. and go back to our design view. Right now, this is our div here. If you save this and preview in browser, here we go. Right now, nothing is displaying on the screen, and the reason for that is because our div is not having an height that is visible yet. So let's just go back and give it an height. For now, let's give it 300 pixel. Save this and then refresh. There you go. The div is having, this is the div you're seeing here, and the color is, the background color is really not that pronounced. So let's just change it to something more of a light gray. Save this and refresh. Here you go. Now this is more visible, but if you look what is on the screen right now, our div is taking 80% of this screen width, and the remaining 20% is on the right. So we need to share this 20% 10-10 here by aligning this div to the center. So we have to add one more line of code called margin. You can just say auto will do the job. So let's refresh. There we go. Now we now have 10% of the remaining width here and 10% here. That is 20%, and this div itself is taking 80% of the screen. So let's just put a margin top of 10 pixel. What I want that to do is, I want this div tag to come down a bit. It shouldn't be attaching to this margin that much. So if we refresh it right now, it has shifted a little down, and that is good for what we want to do right now. So right now, let's go back to Dreamweaver, and here we are. We need to start adding content to this, and if we should go back, this div you're seeing here is responsive. As you can see, it collapses and expands with the size of the screen. That's because we are not using a fixed width, we are using percentage. So our div is collapsing, and that is good for our mobile view, just in case you have to deploy this online for future use. Right now, let's go back. Now what we need to do right now, we've already set a layout for this registration page to stay, or the input feeds for this registration to stay, but we won't be doing that right now. We'll be doing that stage of this registration in the next video. So stay with me, and we'll see you in the next video.